Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, thank you. Please get on up in here. Hi, welcome. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please follow us on YouTube at Inappropriate Radio TV. No periodic table or alien talk. However, you already know the creator came through with the message. All right. So, yesterday I didn't record. I was led to not record. Remember, we talked about the difference between being led and guided. Being guided is when you are being given specific instructions to do or not do something, and it is backed up by constant confirmation. You're literally instructed by the creator, while being guided is to not really know what God is wanting from you, and he just moves you in a way where you're like unsure on why you're being moved in that direction, but it's happening. All right. Yes, I was led not to record. All right. Not sure why, but it is what it is. Happy Sunday. Now, there's something about Timewatchers. I got a download Friday about Timewatchers. All right. I don't know what that is. I don't know who they are, but the creator gave me some insight. They're all over the world. They lurk in the shadows, and they even reveal themselves in the light. They do both, right? They're attached to darkness and light. They have been given an assignment because initially we did a segment about people who guard the thresholds of the different souls that come in and that are leaving to make sure that they're born on time. And I was like, okay, I thought we talked about that. No. It's like that, but it's something a little different, okay? And I wasn't sure on like who the Time Watchers are. The creator literally, I heard it. He was like, the Time Watchers, right? So I'm like, wait, what? And the first thing I thought of was people who stalk us spiritually. And each region, each generation, each frequency have Time Watchers assigned to them, okay? They judge us, okay? They make sure that we are on task. They can take form of human flesh. And this is not, technically by definition, it is possession, but their intentions are not evil, okay? Their intentions are to make sure that everything is on time and that things that are moving in this time are supposed to be here. They eradicate things that are not supposed to be there. Meaning if you are jumping timelines, they'll get rid of you. If you are, and when I say jumping timelines, I can't really get into that because it's a different segment, but if you know, you know. If you are here longer than a time you're supposed to be, they will remove you. And this is not the Grim Reaper. It's not the Angel of Death. It's not any of that. They will alert the Angel of Death to come retrieve you from where you are and take you to where you're supposed to be. They make sure that the timelines that are merging are supposed to be merging together. And the frequencies on those timelines are where they're supposed to be. Any one of us can interact, okay, with one of these timekeepers without knowing it. We, especially old souls, chosen ones, people that practice curses and spells on people, if you are highly intuitive, if you are tapped into what it is that the Creator has revealed on a spiritual level, not a physical level, because people are tapped in with their physical bodies as well. Totally different topic, but it does stand, okay? I mean, the people that are spiritually in tune with their bodies, those people, the people that are going out to the graveyards, the people that are doing the rituals, the people that are helping other people call in or release spirits, right? The dreamers, the tongue speakers, the foreseers, the Bible interpreters, the Quran interpreters, the people who even speak multiple languages. Those are the people who are using their body. When I say that, that's one example. The doulas, those are the people who are using their bodies to communicate and engage with the spiritual world. Like a doula, a person who speaks multiple languages. Those are just two examples, okay? Your personal trainers. Just some, to name a few, okay? Just to name a few, those are some examples. These time watchers, aka timekeepers, are the people that are actually working. God is so funny. When he first gave me the download, he explained it as them being like contractors. Like the angels are like the police, the FBI, the CIA, right? They're doing their job. They were hired to do a job, and they do their job. The timekeepers are like the black ops, right? They're like those side contracted ones that come in the night, they leave out in the night. You don't really see them. You don't really know they exist, but you know they exist. They're not on payroll, but they still get paid. It's like that. All right. That's how the Creator explained it to me, right? They're doing the dirty work. They're doing the work that is really ugly. They get the job done that no one can do, or that is really, really difficult and hard to understand. A lot of us don't even realize how difficult it is to be a spiritual person in a world that is physical. Good thing the frequency is changing and a lot of people are becoming more spiritual these days, right? So the people who are not even practicing or walking in spirituality, they are able to understand it because of the frequency we're in. Remember, if you haven't raised your frequency enough to survive here, your physical vessel will literally not be able to withstand the energy that we're in. Okay? So being able to comprehend these things is necessary literally for your survival. Now, because we are moving and we have all of these different transits, the time watchers are actually walking the dimensions. They're out here, they're scanning everything, they're making sure people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They work in tandem with our ancestors, and they work in tandem with certain angels. They avoid spirits, okay? They don't necessarily deal with spirits. That's the ancestors and the angels' job, okay? The time watcher's main responsibility is to make sure that anyone who is anyone is on task and they're on the right timeline. Meaning, if someone is born in 1980 and they are supposed to be doing something by, 2000, the time watcher is going to make sure that they're on time. Because if not, they have to alert certain spirits and certain ancestors, hey, don't you have dominion over that one? You need to get them at this place at this time, or we're all going to be fucked. Or we're all going to be out of alignment. Or we're all going to be lost. Or we're all going to be in a state of confusion. Okay? Don't listen. When these things come out and I'm doing these segments and it's something that I can't even explain, you need to take this to the Creator. You need to walk to your prayer rug, get on your knees, and ask for insight. All right? These downloads are coming directly from the ethers. I am not controlling them. I'm not even calling myself a messenger anymore, because the messenger always gets shot. Okay? I'm a conduit. I am the energy that is assisting the ethers maintain balance in order in this frequency, in this dimension. You don't have to like it. You don't have to tune in. I love you either way, if you're here or there. All right? But the sole purpose of this was to really, be sure of, how we need to move and operate. And I know it sounds and seems really, really odd, because again, I was like, this sounds like those spirits that, are watching us, that are babysitting us. But it's not. They come and go. They're bound to other dimensions, and they're going to be here until some of these transits are over. So if you meet someone who is like telling you what your purpose is, if you're going to be alright, like if they're saying things and it's kind of like missing you, and it's not in alignment with, if it's not in alignment with the timeline, if they seem like they're otherworldly, if they seem like they have clothes on that's not making sense, or a hairstyle, or even their complexion looks a little pale or faded, or a little too glossy or a little too dark, if their vibe is just too indistinct and too weird, they're definitely one of them. All right. We even recently had a segment about meeting people that are going to know us and we're not going to know who we are. That is that. All right. That's one of those categories. They're going to be fitting in one of those categories. Okay. The time watchers are not responsible for you per se. So don't get mad at them if they're coming to drop off a message that you don't like. Again, that is the primary job of your ancestors, okay? Don't get mad, get glad. This is one of those things where we really have to learn the difference between the spiritual rankings of different beings, different entities, different spirits. Just because they seem dark and they're heavy and they're dense, it doesn't mean that they're evil and demonic. They just come from a dimension that we're not familiar with, like aliens, right? We don't necessarily understand their purpose. Some of us don't, anyway. But you definitely want them around. They keep things from happening that shouldn't be happening, and they make sure that things that are supposed to happen. They're basically in charge of fate. Just leave it there. All right. But I love you all. I'm going to end it here. I hope all is well. I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys are resting. I hope you are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it's free. I love y'all. Peace.